restaurants in Norway. These are the main people who do the dancing and the shows. Beautifully built things. And one of them on a motorcycle. West Germany. It's a big group from West Germany. Miss Kona coffee.
Miss Kona coffee. Miss Kona coffee.
United States of America.
Nobody gonna talk?
We've seen this young man on the highway being pulled by that other young man behind him.
Look, somebody wants to dance. Danville, Illinois.
I thought it was California for a minute.
Wow. And what's this? I can't read it. Can't read it.
Maine, okay,
Maine. California, here we come, right back from where we started.
There's another well, here we are in Hilo. There's Robert having lunch. We were down at a park, right? Actually, it's just on the bay, out into a little area on the bay, and where their biggest hotels are. And there's one of them right there. We had lunch there with Bud and Minnie a couple times. And you can see that the water comes in here. I'm going to walk out a little bit. This is a huge bay, and this is a little part of it where there's the California's over there somewhere. I'll come back around this way. It's a beautiful park. You see, these trees are really unusual with the huge green and red leaves. And the shapes are strange. He's still eating lunch. I'm going to go down here. A little shaky because I'm walking. I don't want to fall on any of these roots from these trees. Now, over in that area where the houses are on the hills, probably a little more in that direction is where Bud and Minnie lives. They live about, oh, maybe not very far up on the hill, but up fairly far. Okay, now we're starting to look at the outskirts of Hilo, and there's downtown Hilo. I'll back it off so you can see it's not a huge downtown area by any means. And that's about the end of downtown Hilo. Now I want to show you the bridge. See that bridge right there, the cars are going across. Barbara lives in the area where all the trees are, just a little ways up from the water. Very, too much foliage in that area, and very attractive to people breaking in houses. There is the highest building on the island, I'm told. True, I don't know, but that's what they say. And that's the end of Hilo. Then there are the beautiful fields. You can see it's just a gorgeous place. I was pretty using that word too much. It was cloudy today, which is not at all unusual for Hilo. And there's little pavilions in this park over across that little bridge, walking bridge. I can't see the other end. It's nice. It's very comfortable. Breezy, but not hot. And that again is a shot of. Now, if you could see the mountain today, it would be right there. That would be Mauna Loa. Mauna Kea. I'm sorry, Mauna Kea. Mauna Loa is way down the other way. We went down there today to get pictures of the volcanic flow, but they said nothing was happening, so it wasn't worth the trip down. 2-hour trip down and back to the water. So I'm going to end it for now, I think. Come over here where the gardens are a little more. And that will be that.
Home in and out all the time. Now,
Well, that alarm company ought to be able to order the part stuff and fly it over. Have it
You don't do that here.
it's going to cost $7. In fact, we're going to give it to them as a Christmas present. Christmas, we'll have forgotten about it. But anyway, they have to pay $25 a month for the.
Keep it going.
Well, I think that it signals the
So like a
police department and his office.
For the service after the installation.
Yeah.
They have to guarantee they'll do that for 5 years. They still have their roof.
I'm trying to make sure the numbers are off of this, and get numbers show up on this
Yeah, we
sometimes.
never know what to get them for Christmas.
Well,
So we just asked them how they'd like an early Christmas present.
well, what I don't understand is why doesn't the alarm company ship it over by airplane instead of by boat?
Well, I don't know how they're shipping it. They didn't tell us.
Because it would only take a couple of days at the most to get it over here.
I know.
But they don't do that here, Bob.
Why don't they do that?
I don't know, but we have
Do they
parts
want their
for our
money?
refrigerator and for all kinds of things. And we say, get it here as fast as you can and we'll pay for it. But it never comes as fast as you can. Ever. It takes weeks. Once we made it, we had a refrigerator problem, waited 3 months for a part. And we finally called them up and said, you're fired. We got someone else. And they said, your part's ordered. I said, too bad.
Well, like Christine found that it's really expensive to ship things to Athena in Japan, too. Just one of those audio tapes, just they talk to her on a tape and then send it. I think she said it was $4 to send just a little thing like that. Yeah.
Just a little tiny tape, cassette tape.
Little cassette. So save on phone calls. It doesn't do any good because Athena still calls them at the wrong time when the charges are higher.
I know. Yeah, Brooke's having the same trouble with England. And when Brandy was in Europe, I don't know if this sounds bad, but Barbara had to mail her film like $10 for a roll of film in Austria, and those
Yeah.
places she went, Czechoslovakia. I don't know, but it was something out of line. So Barbara mailed her film there. You just never know what it is that's going to be expected.
Did you get the Berlitz or records, or which kind of records did you get for German? Is it Berlitz?
No, it was just, in fact, I had two different courses. One I picked up in a music store and one I picked up at the Pink Elephant. Very similar. They have one has a book that goes with the record, so you can see what they're saying as well as hear it.
Oh, that would be
I
good.
guess if you, it gives you time to pronounce it yourself if you want to do that, which is a good idea.
Yeah, form the words with your mouth.
Yeah.
One thing that confuses me here is the term Makua, and is that means near the water or something like that? Because they'll have like Keauhou, for instance, has there's Keauhou Makua, there's Keauhou Mioli or Minoli or something like that, and then there's up on the top of the mountain it's like Keauhou, K-A-U. So the Keauhou runs from the mountain top all the way down to the water.
The only one I know is Iki,
Iki.
I-K-I. It means close by,
Close by.
something like that.
Well, I read an article in the Kona paper last week talking about where they're going to maybe locate the new university campus over there, and it's this little street or area, Koloko or something like that, up near the airport, very near the airport in Kona. And they said there are two sites. One of them is a Makua site, and the other one is a Mioli site or something like that. And I don't know what they mean by this. They didn't explain it in English, that just used that. So I thought, well, it must mean one's maybe on one side of the highway or closer to the ocean or something. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Things go out of my mind when I recall them. The word for mountains, going that way, and the word for the sea, so Makai.
Makai.
Yeah, that's toward the sea.
That maybe that's what it was. M-A-K-A-I. Makai. Well, then maybe Makua is the one towards the mountains. I don't know. I was telling Bob that if we were to live here, there are things I'd like to learn all those terms, but I'd also like to learn more about the birds, to be able to describe the birds, because you hear these wonderful calls that they make.
Yeah.
And only one bird I can tell of is a sparrow or a cardinal I can recognize.
Oh, the
that.
minor bird.
Yeah, the myna. Is that the one that sings in the morning? That really strong. Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
dove.
Oh no, okay, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. There, but and also the
Mauka, that's the word.
Oh, okay, Mauka.
Toward the mountains. Mauka.
And I've been pronouncing it wrong. M-A-U-K-A.
Yeah.
Not M-A-K-U-A. Mauka, towards a mountain, and what did you say the other one was? Maiki.
When you're in Honolulu, you go, if you're going north, you're going to Eva, toward that town of Eva,
Eva.
E-W-A. And the other direction is, can't think of it. But they don't use north or south.
Oh. Would that hold true here too? If you're going north from Hilo, would
No, they tell you it's north here.
Oh,
It's clearly north.
yes. The other island's so small that
Yeah.
there was a. There's another one that I can't think of. Kai. That's on the end of a lot of words.
That means
K-A-I.
water.
Oh, by the water.
Yeah.
Okay, because the condominium that we're going to move into is called the Keauhou Kai. So that's still Keauhou, but it's down near the water.
Like on the walk with the Lani Kai. Beautiful water.
Oh. Well, it's sure interesting island. We like that beach up by the Sheraton, and I think it's Anaiho'omalu,
Yeah.
and I was pronouncing that so many different ways, trying to figure it out because it's spelled wrong. And one time when Barbara came, and when we were here last year, she told me how to say it right, so I tried to get it in my head so I'd remember it, but it's confusing. Except that once you understand, I guess, you gave me that little book. And once you understand how the combinations work, why, it's pretty much the same, isn't it, for everything?
Yeah, it's hard to tell what the meaning of the words are.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You might be able to
When
pronounce.
they interpret it, you can't tell what they're going to say. Even though you know the parts of the word, you think, well, it's probably this. You find out something else. Our Senator Inouye has an awful time with his name. Inooye.
Yeah.
And in the East, wherever he's mentioned, it's Inouye,
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
It's
In
so-
your way, I've heard too.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a good senator?
Yeah, I think he is.
Seems like it to me. We watched him quite a bit when he was involved in the questioning of, which one was it now? The first of the Iran scam thing, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And he seemed to be very articulate. Seemed to be pretty good.
You'd think that a newsman, though, would go ahead and get the proper pronunciation.
Well, it's like that, remember the earthquake that was in down that little town near Bakersfield, Coalinga?
Yeah.
They had more trouble pronouncing that. San Francisco television people, you know. Coalinga and Coalinga and crazy. So anyway, I guess it's true with most of them. They should learn though. But speaking about foreign languages, I got my mother, I get her to sing her Hungarian anthem every now and then. And she keeps complaining because she says, I don't have any voice. But she thinks she can't remember, but she can remember that it's a long song. And she can sing that thing all the way through, and I'll bet if it weren't for me asking her to do it, she wouldn't ever sing it hardly, you know.
Yes, you remember.
She'll remember all the words, and if somebody interrupts her, she goes like this and she keeps on singing until she's finished. She got to get all the way through it.
We all went to his wedding at his house. We just lived there, you know. We thought, oh my God.
Is Brand-
How could he do that?
Is Brandy going to be coming home soon, do you know?
He must have had a
I
last
think she wants to come home for Christmas, but I don't know what it's going to make.
Well, at least he had a last
Well, she's working.
swing anyway.
Yeah, he did.
And then he said something about she was helping some laboratory
Go downstairs and use some
um,
Oh, sure, I think that.
Many
was
can
telling
tell you what they're
technician
doing.
or something a while back.
Pardon?
We were talking about Brandy's new job.
Yes, she's she's working with this doctor professor who is writing a book or papers or something, big thing on herpes, and experimenting, and because she can't take off Saturdays and Sundays, she told her mother, because the bacteria keeps growing anyway, whether it's a holiday or not.
Oh my gosh.
And so he's going to put her name on his work. Whatever it is he's doing for herpes, her name is going to be on the book, because she's been with him for a couple years, and now she's full-time. And she started out at $31,000, but it's only a year's job, and that's how long she wanted it, because hopefully she'll get in some med school. It takes about a year.
You mentioned she wanted to get into UCLA.
Yeah, that's the one she, and in San Francisco, but now we hear she's going, all the New York big colleges she's applied to now,
Oh.
the biggies. She's going out and applying to a lot of them.
Well, she might as well. You know,
They all cost $20 a piece.
to apply.
Yeah. She'd spent, the other day, mother said it cost her $250 already to send out application. I said, oh, how many did she send out? I guess some of them are more than $20 to apply.
Well, probably even if she got accepted and it didn't go there, it would be good for her resume to have been accepted at certain medical schools, you know.
Well, evidently, my doctor, our foot doctor, who knows Brandy, says there's a tremendous shortage of doctors. They need them so badly, because it costs so much to go to college that by the time the kids get out of college, they owe so much they're afraid to go in debt again. And they didn't get that much because Reagan cut down what they'd get.
Yeah.
But he says now that Reagan's out, and because they are such a shortage, they're thinking of giving the kids that go to
Number one. Boy, he's going. That was on the bicycle event, which ends about half a mile up the road. And that was the first one. I don't know whether any more are coming or not. From here, they go up to Kona Surf and return running down this same road, and he'll be coming back down probably in a very short time. But in the meantime, I'll wait and watch and see.
I'm from here, so I have a lot of friends.
If any more are coming.
You mean as opposed to Dave Scott, as opposed to...
Nothing?
I think
Yeah,
Dave,
stop.
I think he's a great...
But here's second. Get up. Third. Fourth. Fifth.
Right there.
That's all. Here comes some more. I don't know, 6? Okay, it's about a minute later, maybe a little longer. Some more. Here's another one. Hey, those guys are really going. Really going. But I think another one's coming around the turn down there. So I'm going to just leave it on for a few seconds. Here he comes. Right around the turn. There he is. Where are we going? Okay, I'll turn it back again after a few 15-20 seconds. Another one's going to come around that turn. There he comes. Good. going to come now pretty quick. There he is. You know, this is their end. They're almost to the end of the 100 and whatever it was, 19-mile bicycle ride after the 2.4-mile swim. These guys are kind of tired. Now they have to run a marathon. I have to give them a lot of credit. Off again for a minute. And another one's coming up the road right here. It's quite a long time between he and some others. And this fellow coming up on a bike is obviously not one of them, but another one's coming around that turn down there. You can just barely see him. This other guy, old guy, better get out of the way. Here comes one. Another one right now. Oh, here's a bunch. You're getting pretty close together now. Times. More are going to come around the corner in just a second. There they are. A couple more. I haven't been able to see any women yet coming. There's a noisy Mercedes going by. Here come some more bikers. You can just see them coming around down there. And where are they?